When you present your quarterly digital marketing update to the CMO, you can't tell her everything you know. It will just take too long. Besides, you have maybe 20 minutes with her and you want to be presenting for a maximum of 5 to 8 minutes and then listening or being in conversation for the rest of the time. But you do need to be prepared to talk about or present any part of it when asked. How can we build a presentation that allows you to give the important information, but also enables a tailored discussion that addresses their interests and concerns directly? Let's take a look at how you can use conversational presenting to have a genuine two-way conversation with your CMO. The idea with conversational presenting is that we create a flexible presentation where we can navigate to any part of it easily and quickly and then present. It has everything in it that we might need to present, but then we let the conversation decide in real time what it is we actually present. To do this, we need to give it a pyramid structure that encourages clarity as well as a logical flow on how the meeting might go. Remember what we said earlier about not burying the lead? Well, at the top of the pyramid, we start with our main message. We want to bring surprise and engagement at the outset. We give our most important information, our North Star message. This helps us to set a clear direction for the conversation that follows. The middle layer of the pyramid, we present our three key messages, our main arguments or supporting statements as to why the North Star message is correct. In this case, we'll give the three ideas for how we can secure an additional $1 million in revenue. This logical flow makes it easier for the audience to follow along and engage in the conversation. It also helps us distill the information into clear, concise points. This clarity is crucial in conversational presenting, where the goal is to create understanding and conversation without overwhelming the audience with too much information at once. At the bottom of the pyramid, we want to have evidence and proof for each of our three key messages in the form of data or research or results from pilot tests. The focus here is to build trust and minimize the risk in the mind of the CMO. This way of structuring the presentation maps to the three filters of revenue, risk, and cost, and will make it easier for you to use the presentation to have a conversation with the CMO and ask or answer any questions that might come up. Okay. When we're actually in the meeting, we will only present the first two sections, our North Star message and our three key ideas or arguments. Then we want to get into a conversation. You want to be asking for directions. Your CMO may want to dig deeper into one or more of the ideas to understand it better or to check if there is risk or not. This way, you can navigate to the content she asks about and present more. For example, after giving the North Star message, you might ask, given the significant potential for ROI improvement, what are your initial thoughts on exploring these strategies to protect and enhance our revenue next year? Or when talking through the three main ideas, you might ask questions like, how do you feel about leveraging customer-generated content more aggressively? Or are there any aspects of these strategies that you're particularly excited about or skeptical of? Conversational presenting transforms your quarterly update into a dynamic conversation with the CMO, making sure that your most important insights are shared succinctly with the room for deeper exploration based on her interests. This is a powerful way to help you be seen as a trusted advisor and to get your ideas for campaigns approved. Presenting without using a story-based narrative structure is like navigating the open sea without a compass. Both are a journey into the unknown. The 3-act structure is a well-proven communication device. It has engaged audiences in stories, movies, and plays for centuries, and you can use it to get your information across in a way that persuades. In this video, we'll take a look at how you can use it to structure the information in our presentation, making it easier for the CMO to grasp the value and urgency of each idea. There are 3 parts to it: the setup, the conflict, and the resolution. Act 1, the setup. This introduces the status quo, establishing the baseline of your story. Here, you present the initial scenario or problem, setting the stage for further development. This act is crucial for providing the audience with context and background. Act 2, the conflict. This raises the stakes by introducing challenges or obstacles that need to be overcome. It's the core of your narrative where tension builds and the audience becomes invested in the outcome. This act explores the struggles and efforts to address the problem introduced in Act 1. Act 3, the resolution, delivers the climax and the conclusion. It resolves the conflict, offering solutions or outcomes to the challenges faced. This act wraps up the narrative, leaving the audience with a clear understanding of how the problem was solved and what can be learned from the journey. By segmenting your presentation using this structure, you ensure each part plays a pivotal role in conveying your message, making it more compelling and memorable for the CMO. Here's how you can apply the 3-act structure to one of our key messages as an example. As a reminder, our first key message was to use customer testimonials and reviews as the ad copy for the campaigns. This is how we could tell its story. Act 1, the setup. We can highlight the current situation where we use product features and benefits in our ads. This works to a certain degree and is fairly stable in its results. Act 2, the conflict. It's been a real struggle to both engage dormant prospects as well as improve conversion rates. We've tried increasing spend, targeting different target segments. Nothing made a difference to the ROI. Act 3, the resolution. Eventually, we asked ourselves, what is missing from the ad copy? And we decided to add the voice of our customers. We ran a pilot test and used a short video of a customer who saw huge success after using our product. It increased both conversions by 60% and converted 20% more dormant users. Then present the results from this test campaign in more detail, reinforcing the value of incorporating customer-generated content. Keep in mind, the 3-act structure can be used for your whole presentation or a single message. This simple strategy is key to making any message resonate and stick.